Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Trash or Pass, brought to you by Sports Talk Tasha. As usual, I would like to remind you to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page and make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Sports Talk Tasha. Don't forget to like the video. Now, let's tune in and find out what's going on between the NBA, the NFL, college football. There was so much happening. Guys, you're in for a treat. Okay guys, let's start off with the trash. This story, it doesn't make me feel good to tell you guys about this piece of trash, but it is what it is. Texas high school football player Emmanuel Duran. He's a standout DN for Edinburgh High. And I get it, games, it's high intensity, high emotion, and players are allowed to lose their cool sometimes, but how they react when they lose their cool is the important thing. And what Emmanuel Duran did was unexcusable. He first shoved the gnome lineman to the ground. Then he tried to tackle the quarterback well after the play was blown dead. He then got into an argument with the referee, Fred Garcia, and was ejected for concurrent unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. And this is where it gets really crazy. Duran decides that he's going to line drive 58-year-old Garcia and it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. He had to be held back from Garcia. Duran, Garcia is not your problem. You are your problem. And then this is really why I'm giving you trash. Edinburgh had to remove themselves from the playoffs because of you. One of your fellow teammates tweeted, 4 years for it to end like that. Yes, that is another senior on the team who has worked 4 years, and Edinburgh could have gone to the state championships, and you ruined that for your teammates. And that's why you're getting trash. I sincerely hope that you get the help that you need, because you don't deserve to only get charged with assault and just lock away the key. You're still a kid, by all means. I hope you get anger management. I hope you get some therapy, and I hope you get through this and become a better person, because you ruined a really good experience for a lot of guys on your team, and you should be ashamed of yourself, and that's why you're getting trash. So let's move on to Anthony Lynn. Anthony Lynn, the head football coach for the LA Chargers. I can't excuse you anymore, my friend. I know you've been dealing with injuries. I know that you have a ton of blows to defense. Bosa's been hurt. Derwin James out for the season. But a goose egg against the Pats with Justin Herbert as your quarterback? That was Herbert's worst game in his 11 starts. That's not excusable. And that was the worst loss in franchise history. Herbert only put up 209 yards and 2 picks. You guys looked so unprepared on all sides of the ball, every side of the ball. And then you compare the loss to Pearl Harbor. What are you thinking, Anthony Lynn? Listen, it really does pain me because I was rooting for you. But if the Chargers do part ways with you at the end of the season, I can't even be mad with them. They gave you a shot, and it is what it is. Moving on to our favorite gangrene, the New York Jets. The New York Jets woke up after the game against the Raiders and decided they were going to fire Greg Williams. Not Adam Gase. No. Let's keep Adam Gase. Let's fire Greg Williams, because Greg decided to call an all-out blitz on the final play of the game where the Raiders, Derek Carr threw for a touchdown, a bomb touchdown to Ruggs, and with practically no time on the clock, and they lost. So you guys are still goose egg for the season. You still have not won a game, but you decide to fire Greg Williams because Greg Williams is the source of all the problems for the Jets, not Adam Gase, who's running the show. You're going to keep him. Obviously, you're going to keep him to the end of the season, because I can't imagine you're going to keep him after that. And if you really do keep him after that, everyone in New York that's a Jets fan should just switch over to the Giants, because the Jets don't care about y'all. But trash, New York Jets. All right. Many people have asked me this week, was I going to give Baker Mayfield a pass for his performance against the Tennessee Titans? And the answer is hell fucking no. Sorry, I'm not giving Baker Mayfield a pass. Sorry, I'm not giving Baker Mayfield a pass. Let's not forget something that, before we get into that, let's talk about something. You guys say that Baker Mayfield threw for 5 touchdown passes against the Tennessee Titans. It's a real team. It's a real team. Listen, Baker Mayfield has to throw for 5 touchdown passes against like the Pittsburgh Steelers or, I don't know, the New Orleans Saints. He got against a real team, because Tennessee is still trying to find themselves. Sorry to say, but they're still trying to find themselves. But let's break down exactly why I'm not giving Baker Mayfield a pass. 5 games this season, he has completed less than 60% of his passes. Less than 60%. He always struggles against the blitz. So if you're watching this, any D coordinators, blitz him. Guess what? The Tennessee Titans were 31st in sacks. And Cincinnati, the other team that Baker lit it up against, was 32nd. So there's your stats. Take that for data, as my boy Fizdale would say. Oh, and Baker's record, by the way, as a starter is still 21-20. Don't talk to me about Baker, please. Do not talk to me about Baker. He's still trash. I don't care. Anyway, we're moving on to Duke men's basketball. What's up with you guys? You're 2-2 for the season? You didn't show up in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. You played Michigan State, who's 4th, and you played Illinois, who's 6th. Against Michigan State, you're 32% with your field goals, and you are 22% from the three-point line. Against Illinois, you're 40% for your field goals and 23% from the three-point line. Oh, and a dismal 56% from the free throw line. And you were home both times. Duke men's basketball, you are trash. You're probably going to make it to the NCAA tournament because you're Duke and you always do. But guess what? This is starting to look a lot like when VCU knocked you out in the first round. So, with that being said, Duke men's basketball, trash. All right, let's move on to the passes. This is a simple pass because I said it before, but now I'm really going to say it again, because before I was talking about LaMelo and I was talking about the Ball family, and that people really need to give LeVar Ball his flowers because at that time he had 2 of his sons in the NBA. Well, guess what? Now he has all 3 of his sons in the NBA. All 3 of them have NBA contracts. But while people are talking about LeVar Ball, because LeVar Ball is a very vocal man, let's not forget that Sean Holiday and the Holiday brothers, Sean Holiday has all 3 of his sons with NBA contracts as well. So let's give all the flowers to LeVar Ball and Sean Holiday. Both of y'all, you get every single flower in this entire species of flowers. All the passes for a lifetime. Y'all can never say nothing about LeVar. Kept his word. All his sons are in the NBA. So let's move on to my next pass. And this one actually really tickles me because it's James Harden. Now I know Houston fans are probably pissed off at James Harden. But James Harden, I love that you're showing the Rockets that you have a say in your career. And I'm giving you a pass for not showing up for practice and doing whatever the hell, going to Lil Baby's birthday party, turn up. I hope you wore a mask. This is really important because in the NFL players don't have a say in their career. The teams, the owners, they do whatever they want to NFL players, but NBA players have stood up and said, we will not be abused by these owners. And I am giving you a pass, James Harden. Do whatever you want to do. Live your best life. Wear a mask. My next pass goes to the Raiders. Ha ha ha. So the Raiders, y'all nearly lost to the Jets. And that would have been actually pretty funny if you lost to the Jets. But of course, you figured out a way with basically no time on the clock. Derek Carr, as I said before, threw a touchdown pass to your fastest player on the team, Ruggs, who was actually not having a good game that day. But when it mattered, he showed up. And he showed up in a big way, and the Raiders were delivered. So I'm okay with it. You didn't give up, and I'm giving you a pass. And congrats to you guys for winning the game. And I know people are like, oh, they're still a mediocre team and Derek Carr is an okay quarterback. But listen, you guys could have lost to the winless Jets, and that would have really sucked and probably demoralized the shit out of you, but you didn't give up, and I'm giving you a pass. All right, guys, that is all I have for Trash or Pass this week. If you have anything you want to say to me, please, you can email me at sportstalktasha@gmail.com. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page and follow me on Instagram at sportstalktasha. And don't forget to like my video. Send me a comment. All right, guys, catch me next week for Trash or Pass. Have a good week.